Welcome to the Fit Mama podcast, where it's all about gaining your health back as a busy woman and mom, and doing it without sacrificing time with your family or business. Here is your host, mompreneur and Fit Mama health coach, Angela Campbell.
All right, ladies, it is podcast time, and I'm sorry I'm late. I know I posted I would be live at 11 a.m. Central, but it's 11:20, you guys. This is making sure that we are live in the group, and we are. So let's talk about a morning routine. That's number 22. We're going to talk about why you need a morning routine right now and why you need to master it. So if you're hopping on live right now, you're watching the live stream of me right now, say hi, let me know that you're here and that you can hear me okay. And if you already have a morning routine, I want you to drop it in the comments and tell me what that is. Okay, so I coach women every day on a regular basis, how to get fit, how to lose weight, how to find ways to fit themselves back into the priority list, right? How to just be a healthier version of themselves, a happier version of them, right? And I can't tell you, no matter what your goals are, even if maybe you're in this group and you're not trying to lose weight at all, I just want to live better, I want to be happier, I want to be healthier, I want to show up for my family. This is going to be something very important to you. Okay, or you're homeschooling your kids. Like my little girl right now is behind me, so you probably will maybe see her, or you can hear her. She's actually virtual learning for these next couple of days, not because of COVID, because her entire school got flooded over the Thanksgiving holiday, so it's actually shut down her elementary for these next few days. So she's actually behind me with her earphones on, counting to 100. So you'll probably hear her. Anyway, listen. Say hi again if you're hopping on live. Let me know that you're here. If you're listening to this later because you're listening to the podcast instead of a Facebook Live, make sure you can actually join our group, acfitmama.com/Facebook. You can hop in and join us. But listen, today we're going to talk about why having a morning routine is one of the first things that you should conquer, no matter what your personal goals are right now. You're trying to chase a business goal, trying to chase a weight loss goal, whatever it is, you need to master your morning routine, right? So tell me in the comments below, what is your goal? Are you on a weight loss goal? Are you on a fat loss goal? Are you on an overall life goal? Whatever it is, drop in the comments. What is the theme of your goals? I'd love to see that. You guys, I promise, if you are listening to this and you're in our Facebook group, you're in here for a reason. There's a lot of moms and busy women, not all moms in this group, but it is a bunch of busy women. And know that there is a way to fit it in, and you deserve it. But it's up to you. It's up to you to figure it out and to get it in, right? And even though you're on a weight loss journey, I want you to understand that there's so much more to the purpose of this than just trying to lose weight and fit into a certain size. Okay, it's all about the quality of your life, right? So also, if you're tired of failing, like you're trying to figure this thing out on your own and it ain't working, or you're at your all-time low right now, guys, I speak to a lot of women every day, all day long at that point where they're like, I got to do something. I don't care what it costs. I don't care what I got to do, but I'm tired of putting myself last all the time, right? So if that's you, set up a chat with me, just a free chat, figure out maybe we have something in this group or in some of our Fit Mama coaching programs that would work for you, right? acfitmama.com/chat. If you're listening to us on the podcast, same thing, go set up a time. And I want you to listen, right? Maybe even take some notes, right? If you are listening to this right now, and then I would love for you to share after listening to some of my tips, what is going to be a morning routine that you are going to strive, right? And that is very powerful. Again, it's up to you to create it. I can tell you how to do it, actually make it happen, right? And so, again, we're going to talk about that. But really quick, I love to give a couple shout outs, really short and sweet here. And I'm going to share or just welcome a couple people and give a couple shout outs to some of the women that are but they committed to themselves. You guys, that is step number one, is commit. If that is something you have not done yet because life keeps happening and you're too busy, you don't have time, you don't know how to do it, you have 20 plate and you can't find even 10 minutes to put yourself on the priority list, then one, know you're not alone, but two, just committing, write the word commit to in the comments if you are ready to commit to you, no matter if that's investing money in yourself or maybe that's just simply investing 10 minutes in the morning. I want you to commit to yourself right now by writing the words commit to me in the comments, right? And so by doing that, I want to give a huge welcome to quite a few people this past week actually committed to themselves to hop on board. Some this week, but mostly next week, as far as they starting their program with us here at Fit Mama Coaching with myself and Coach Erica, ready to rock it with you. So welcome Heather, welcome Donna, welcome Dina, welcome Suzette, welcome Kayna, and welcome Kaylee Crow as well too. It's a lot of people, you guys, but you know what? These are women that decided, you know what? I am freaking worth it, and I'm going to commit to myself because I deserve it, right? So again, whether that's investing money or just simply investing time, you deserve it. So write commit in the comments and make it happen, right? And then I also want to give a shout out to an amazing woman, and her first 2 weeks already down 4 pounds, rocking it. A little under weather at the moment, but it's okay. We're going to get past. Back on track and do all the things with you, right? But here's the thing, you guys, a morning routine is something that you need to master first. If you truly want to be a happier person, like I'm reading the comments, yes, you want to be truly happy with yourself. That is freaking priceless. I love that goal. I want to be independent and financially take care of myself. I want to be truly happy. Like, guys, this is amazing. And you know what? I love these goals even more so than someone just saying, I want to lose 20 pounds. Right? It's more than that. Why do you want to lose 20 pounds? Because you want to fit in a certain, why do you want to fit in that certain size or weigh that certain amount so that you're happy and you love yourself and you don't hold yourself back from taking pictures with your family. You don't hold yourself back from going out with your friends because you don't have any clothes that fit, right? Like these are powerful whys. And sorry, now you're going to hear the dogs. Oh, mom life. It's chaotic some days. It's okay though. You got to just roll with it. But a morning routine. Okay. Here's what I want to talk about first. About a morning routine, I want to explain to you why it's so important. If you wake up, okay, if you wake up and you start your day checking emails, pick up your phone before you even put your feet on the floor, that's a problem. And that is one of the biggest things that actually a business mentor of mine, I drilled that in my head for the longest time. And it took a while for it to stick. But at the same time, it was one of the best things. And I don't care if you're trying to grow a business. I don't care if you're trying to lose weight. This is relatable to everybody. And it's something that you should really try to practice. Do not pick up your phone and start scrolling social media, start reading emails, start reading text messages on all these things before your feet even hit the floor. Biggest mistake, I promise, that you can do in your entire life and your entire journey. Why? Because they're already going to set your mindset up for a bad day. You're already going to set yourself up into a reaction mode. God forbid if you open a message and it's somebody complaining to you, right? What is that going to do? It's going to set your mindset to be bad. Mindset is everything. You're trying to grow a business, your mindset is everything. You're trying to fix your marriage, your mindset is everything. No matter, again, what you're doing in your life, your mindset is everything, okay? And it's the thing that I see so many people never focus on. They focus on the nutrition and they focus on their fitness. They don't even do anything for their mindset. So guess what? A week or two in, they end up quitting, right? Because the scale didn't move as fast as they want or whatever this. Okay. And so again, today I just wanted to kind of be a little real and raw and true and hopefully help you create yourself a morning routine, right? And so why, if you start your day running around like crazy because you snooze too many times, your day is going to be like that. I'm sure you've heard this before. How you start your day is how the rest of your day is going to be. You set the tone for your day in the morning, and that's why your morning routine matters the most. Okay. And again, I don't care what your goals are, fitness, business, life, marriage. I mean, whatever they are, again, it's all relevant to having a morning routine because everything starts with you. If you're trying to fix your marriage, it starts with you and your attitude, right? Like I know that's the one thing that I often have to remind myself of because, you know, if something's going on or we're fighting or we're frustrated or whatever the case may be, I have to look in the mirror and say, you know what, straighten yourself up. Don't get mad at it for the stupid, tiny, small things. And it starts with me, right? Or if you're trying to lose weight, again, you have to set your mind up for the right place, right? And how many of you guys say, I'm too busy. I don't have time to work out. I don't have time to do anything for myself. Like, who does? It's a matter of making your time matter and being intentional with your time. And that's what I mean by a morning routine. You have to spend, all I'm asking, if you're someone who often says, I'm too busy, I'm too busy, I'm too busy. I hear this a lot. Guys, we are so busy. But the thing is time is never going to, we all have the same amount of 24 hours in the day. It's a matter about how you use them. It truly, truly, truly is. And that's that big word about being intentional with the time that you have. Even if you have a bunch of small kids and you homeschool and you run a side business and you have a job and you have a family, like I see some of the women that have more on their plate than anybody I ever know still find time for themselves, even if it's only 10 minutes. And so I really want to share that because I encourage you to find 10 minutes for yourself. Right. So, but if you often find yourself saying, I'm too busy is the reason why I just can't do anything from, then it's up to you to fix that. For one, we have to learn to fix that, but it's not a switch. It's not going to just let me turn the switch on and all of a sudden I'm fixed and I'm doing everything for myself. I want you to be realistic. It's not something you can just turn on overnight. But you have to take baby steps to make it happen. And that's why I say start with 10 minutes. If you're not getting any time for yourself right now, comment the number 10 in the comments, because all I want you to do is start with 10 minutes. Because 10 minutes in the morning, let me elaborate on that. 10 minutes in the morning is what you need the most. Why? Because if you're already busy and you start your day already chaotic, right? You start your day chaotic, and by the end of the day, you're exhausted mentally, physically. You've got kids yelling at you. You've got the dirty dishes. You've got the husband that needs, dinner, or whatever the scenario of your day looks like. I guarantee if you're in that sort of a season in your life, the end of the day is not the day to focus on you. Why? Because you're not going to do it. It's very easy to just say, you know what? I am too freaking tired and I'm exhausted. And I'm not going to fit this in today. I'm tired. I don't have it in me. I'm just going to go to bed. Right? Put true in the comments if this is you, right? And that's, again, why you need to master it in the morning, even if it's only 10 minutes. Okay, so if you're always saying, I'm too busy for myself, I'm too busy for myself, I'm too busy, it's just a matter of 10 minutes. And if that means getting up 10 minutes earlier, then get up 10 minutes earlier. You are worth that, I promise. You'll be thankful that you did. It's going to suck. It's going to be hard. But once you do it, wow, even just 10 minutes, I'm a happier mom. I'm not yelling at my kids. I'm not going into work just with a mad face, right? I'm not yelling at my husband over stupid stuff because I spent 10 minutes with myself in the morning, right? Like it's such a powerful thing. Like I've had so much growth over this past year in my businesses, in my marriage as a mom, and even more so in my own health, like reaching health and fitness goals. Why? Because I have mastered my morning. It is me time and ain't nobody going to get in my way. And my family knows it. And if they wake up when that's what my kids do. They just have to hang out with me while I finish my me time. It just is what it is. But I've set that boundary and my family knows that. So I encourage you to do that. Right. And here's the other thing. If you say you're not a morning person, tell me what time you get up. I get up at 5. It's my thing. I'm a morning person naturally, though. I used to get up at 3:45 a.m. every morning when I was teaching group fitness. So 5 a.m. to me is sleeping in, and it feels great. But if you're not a morning person, I want you to ask you really, I'm not saying you have to become a morning person by any means either, because it doesn't really matter what time you get up. Let's just focus on that. It does not matter what time you get up. You don't have to be a 5 a.m. person. You don't have to be a 7 a.m. person. I don't know what your life looks like or your schedule looks like, but it doesn't matter what time you get up. It matters how you get up. Okay. How you get up is what all of this is about. And that is what matters, right? But if you already, so many people already defeat themselves. He's like, nope, not going to do it. I'm not a morning person. I don't like mornings. I don't like to get up. I can't tell you how many times I hear that, right? But I want to ask you, like, how bad do you want change? How bad do you really want this? How bad do you want to feel better? How bad do you want to be a happier person in your life? How bad do you want to reach your health and fitness goals? How bad do you want to reach those financial goals, right? How bad do you want it? Then if you struggle waking up before you have to, like literally you wake up at a time to like rush around like crazy, get dressed, throw on some clothes, put the kids' lunches together, and then get out the door, then get up 10 minutes earlier is all I'm asking you to start with. And then I want you to report back to me in this group and let me know how that's working, or shoot me a private message. I would love to hear from you, right? But if you say already, like you're already coming out of your mouth saying, man, I'm not a morning person, it ain't going to happen. Then I want to ask you, like, really, how bad do you want it? And don't focus on the time you get up, focus on how you get up. And that's what this is all about, right? And so if you wake up that chaotic, stressed, rushing, to do all the things, I am going to really highly encourage you to start with 10 minutes and get up 10 minutes earlier and make yourself get up. Mel Robbins, there's a video, and it's actually in the unit section of my group here in the motivation. There's a motivational video section in the units of my group. You can go check it out. I keep adding more and more to them. Some of my favorites. Mel Robbins has one. It's called the 5-second rule. And one of the biggest things that ever changed her world was the 5-second rule is literally when you hear your alarm, you say it to yourself saying 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just like NASA, and get out of bed. Don't hit snooze 20 times, right? Get yourself up 10 minutes earlier, you guys. And then whenever you master that, you have to master 10 minutes and then go to 15 and then master 15 minutes and then go to 20, like whatever works for you. I'm not saying, because that's not realistic for most people. You got to figure out what's realistic for you in your season of life. If you have small kids that depend on you, you have to figure out what works best for you, right? But the worst thing you can do is stay in. And I'm not saying on the weekends, sometimes enjoy yourself, right? My Sunday is the only day I don't set an alarm, and I am in bed until my kids come crawl in bed with me and wake mommy up. It's the only day I do that. And enjoy yourself. But you can't do that every single day if you really truly want to be successful, right? So again, remember that if you're listening, it doesn't matter what time you actually get up. It matters how you get up. How, not what time. It matters how. Whatever that time is for you, but that is realistic for you, right? Now, some of the biggest tips I can tell you that's going to help you to what to do and what to avoid when you get up. I already spoke about the first one, but I cannot stress enough, so I'm going to say it again. The worst thing that you can physically do is start your day with your phone in your hand before your feet hit the floor. There are phones for alarms. I'm guilty of that. I use my phone for my alarm. But if you want to take it a step further, like Mel Robbins, again, she's got an amazing video about morning routine and mastering it. Her biggest thing is she does not even allow her phone in her room. Like it is plugged in, charging somewhere else, and she has an old school alarm clock. Now, if the phone is next to your bed, you're going to naturally reach over and grab it. Then get rid of the phone as your alarm. Get yourself an old school alarm. My husband actually has one. He's got an old school alarm that he uses. I use my phone, but take it a next step further and plug it in the kitchen. Plug it in somewhere else that you are not tempted to roll over and grab it. The worst thing you can do, guys, it is the worst thing you can do is wake up, pick up your phone. You're screwing your mindset from the beginning, right? Because you're already looking at social media, which is all kinds of negativity. You're already looking at your messages, your email, thinking about the 20 million things you got to do when you get to work, right? So many bad things. It will put you in reaction mode, right? And we don't want to be in reaction mode from the beginning that you wake up. Not at all, right? And so here's the other thing. Tip number 2, if you really want to get up earlier, all it takes is 10 minutes to start your day, and then add to that whenever you're able to, okay? But if you really want to get up earlier, here's the thing that you have to do. You have to do this because you got to have sleep, right? I'm not saying, get 4 hours of sleep so you can get up and focus on you. That's not healthy. That is not healthy. Like one of the weeks in the program that I run with women that I take them through, I want to know how much you're sleeping because sleep is a big part of your weight loss. And if you're not getting, if the weight's not coming off, if you're trying to lose weight or you're not feeling good, because you're so tired, how much sleep are you getting? Right? So this is the second tip. In order for you to get up early and actually have some mental focus and actually be able to spend 10 minutes intentionally on yourself, then you need to go to bed at a certain time too. Right? I know that's so hard. I can honestly tell you for the first time in my life, when my little girl started kindergarten this year, we have structured bedtime because she had to have one. I've been an entrepreneur since I became a mom. She'll be 6 and I have a 2.5-year-old little boy. So I've never put my kids on structured bedtime, which was probably a really big mistake on my part, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. We had that freedom, right? So now that we have a structured, it's the best thing in the world because now I get anywhere from 6 to 8 hours of sleep. I never have done that in the past, 6 years since I became a mom. We don't get a lot of sleep, right? If you know how many hours of sleep you get a night, drop that in the comments. I would love to hear. Like, how many do you get? I actually get between 6 and 8 now. Guys, I used to run on 3.5 to 4.5 hours. That is not healthy. And I did that for 5 years because I used to get up and teach group fitness in the morning, and then I would go all day. And then my kids didn't have a structured bedtime, so it was 10, 10:30, sometimes even 11 when I went to bed. Horrible habits. But guess what? I was also in the worst shape of my life. I have a good marriage, but it was I was always bitchy, excuse my language. Like that was my personality, because I was always exhausted and tired. Like if that's you, like, again, I can't stress it enough. You got to get some boundaries in the evening. If you're going to get up, be intentional with yourself. How many hours are you going to get of sleep? And do a detox. Like put your phone up by like 8 p.m. Don't spend your evening and putting yourself to bed by your phone. Thing that we can do, because again, you're going to bed with the negativity in your face. So guess what's going to happen? You're going to wake up with negativity in your brain. So don't go to bed with your phone either. It's the worst thing ever. So yeah, if you're going to get up, what time am I going to go to bed? Okay. And my phone up. Okay. And make that a habit, because if you're going to get up earlier and actually stay consistent in it, you got to make sure you're going to bed at a good time, because that's tip number 3 is getting enough sleep. I can't stress enough. You got to have sleep, ladies. If you're, and I know that's hard. And some of you guys in this group may have small babies, and I remember those times. I finally have 2 kids that sleep through the night. However, what are you doing? Sorry, my little girl's like dropping stuff all over the place over there. Anyway, so if you're, we had a random moment the other day where my son got up at 3:30 in the morning and he did not go back to sleep ever until, I think until like 9 o'clock. But by then I'm already in work mode. So I in those specific scenarios, you got to give yourself grace and remember sleep over anything else. Yeah, Star, your husband calls you the yeller. I'm pretty sure my husband last year would have called me the same thing. Like it was kind of sad. Like it was almost to the point where like you have to walk on eggshells to be around me, because I was just so worn out and I just wasn't me, because I wasn't taking care of myself at all. I had no intentional time. I was not sleeping near enough. My nutrition was actually crap too. I wasn't eating the way I needed to eat and the way I was preaching to everybody else to eat. And my workouts were very far and few between. I wasn't doing anything for myself. Hello, wake up. You have got to get your crap together. Right. And so, if you get enough sleep, you got to get 6 to 8 is recommended. I know 8 is not realistic for everybody. So minimum, put yourself at 6. Anything less than that is really not healthy over long term. Right. And then one more tip. You guys schedule everything. Schedule everything. Somebody used to tell me this all the time. You need to schedule your days, girl. And I was like, whatever. No 2 days are ever the same. With kids at home, how in the world can I schedule my day? It never goes out that way. It never works out the way I schedule it. And here's the thing, there's still a lot of power behind scheduling it. Schedule your day, meaning lay it out. I'm a to-do list person. I love to have a to-do list and I love to check it off. And even if I will always check it off. I like to highlight around when, whenever I'm done with whatever task it is I'm supposed to be doing. Schedule everything best you can. The worst thing you can do is wake up. So start with simply scheduling this 10 minutes that I'm going to encourage you to do in the mornings. And I want you to schedule it with yourself. So set yourself a boundary, go to bed at a decent hour, already have it planned out. What am I going to do when I wake up? Okay. And if that's going to be a reading time for you, a prayer time, a devotional time, like have that stuff picked out. If it's going to be a workout, have that picked out what you're going to do. Maybe even lay your workout clothes already so that they're the first thing you see whenever you step out off the bed and get into the bathroom. Like, got to put my workout clothes on. They're already laid out for me, right? Schedule it and give yourself whatever works for you. I know everybody's personality is a little bit different. Schedule 1 day at a time. Schedule a month at a time to be okay with that. Like schedule a month at a time. That part is all about you, and you have to figure out what works for you. I do a week at a time. But I use a Google Calendar. It's the best thing in the world that I never used. Why? Because I was never consistent, because I was just winging it, trying to figure out when I woke up. Worst thing you can do. So schedule it. Schedule your time. Schedule your me time. Women schedule everything for their kids, right? We schedule everything for the kids. We schedule everything for work. We schedule everything for our business. We schedule everything for the doctor's appointments. We schedule everything for the dogs. We schedule everything, but there's no me time. Okay, so there's a lot of power behind literally. Schedule it, and then stick to it. And if you have the type of personality that I got to check it off, then dang it, check it off. That's how I am on my Google Calendar every morning at 5 a.m. 6 days a week now. I have my workout time put on there, and then I get a reminder on my phone and get it done, right? You have to figure out what works best for you. But here's the day, you guys. You always have to remember, if you win your morning, then you're going to win your day. You're not going to be the yelling mom or the yelling wife, because you started your day off a little better. And then when you master your 10 minutes, increase your 10 to 15. When you master your 15, then go to 20. But I highly encourage you, start a morning routine now. If you have questions, drop them in the comments below. I will hop back in here. I will answer them as much as I can. My inbox is always open. Feel free to reach out. Or if you're just looking for some help in your fitness and your nutrition and your mindset, your overall life, you need some accountability, then maybe set up a call with me. Again, the link is above if you're in the group, or acfitmama.com/chat if you're listening to this later, actually on the podcast. And who knows? Yeah, like the idea of switching workout to morning time. Yeah, if you can physically fit in your workout in the morning, it's so powerful in a lot of ways. You increasing your energy by moving your body already in the morning. You're already reducing some of your stress by getting your workout in, right? And guess what? When you have your workout planned in your middle of the day or even in the evening, you tend to stress about it all day, thinking, how am I going to do this? When am I going to fit it in? Am I going to be able to fit it in? I got to do this, this, and this, and this for the family. And then somehow I got to fit my workout in. But if you can get it in the morning, get it in the morning, and then it's done. You feel better throughout the day, and your mood is going to be better. And you're already reducing a lot of stress of worrying about it all day and how the heck am I going to fit it in, right? So it's very powerful, right? So that's it, you guys. I mean, morning routine are powerful, again, and no matter what goals you're trying to reach right now. But if you have questions, again, let me know. Tag your friends in this if you have some that are in this group already and need to hear this themselves, right? Or get them in the group. You can always send them an invite. All women are welcome in this group. That's the only rule. Women. Just have to be women. And that's it, you guys. Y'all have an amazing day. Every Thursday, 11 a.m. Central, ideally is when I go live in here to do a specific exclusive training. So definitely be looking out. And that's all I got. Stay engaged, love on each other in the group, and know that you're not alone. And we'll talk to you soon.